Good evening, everyone, and welcome. My name's Tommy Schegler. I'm the director of Parkview Sports Medicine. We are so happy to be bringing you another Albright Gemlick Excellent Scholarship Awards program. We're upset that for the second straight year, it is not in person, but instead here on the Parkview Sports Medicine Facebook page. But we're very optimistic that by next year, we will be back at the Muro Center, being able to see you in person and celebrate all of these great kids. This year, over the next 4 nights, here on the Parkview Sports Medicine Facebook page, we are going to be celebrating all of these nominees. There will be 4 groups of nominees, and then there will be 2 winners on each of the 4 nights. It's going to be a lot of fun. We encourage you to come back each of the next 4 nights to enjoy and watch the show, and we are giving away $8,000 to 8 different winners in scholarships. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have to get to some thank yous before we get deep into the program because a lot of work goes into this to make a night like this happen. First to the Parkview Foundation, the Albright and Gemlick families, big thanks to them. Parkview Orthopedic Hospital, especially Senior Vice President and COO Julie Fleck and Executive Assistant Kim Delagrange. Orthopedics Northeast, Parkview Sports Medicine Leadership Team and athletic trainers, and the Parkview Sports Medicine Scholarship Committee members and digital production team, Carmen, Sarah, Ryan, Aaron, Eric, and Mackenzie for their extensive work and time commitment. Lastly, Jake Sittler from Parkview Marketing. And a big shout out to Amber Lee Mallon. She is the one that coordinates that whole team, puts this whole thing together. It is a lot of work and she does a great job. I want to give you a couple of fun facts about the Albright Scholarship Program, now known as the Albright Gemlick Excellent Scholarship Program. It's been going on for a long time. You have to go all the way back to the school year of 2003-2004 to find out when it started. As of 2021, though, we've given away 87 scholarships and $200,000. Recipients have represented over 30 high schools from Northern Indiana and Northwest Ohio. We have 8 current collegiate student athletes from D1 to D3 and NAIA. 3 are now nurses, 2 physical therapists, 1 with Parkview Sports Medicine and 1 with Parkview. We have a filmmaker in the group and a nationally released recording artist. Before we go into tonight's nominees, we want to take a moment to talk about the 2 men that the program is named after, Dr. Brett Gemlick and Dr. James E. Albright. Dr. Gemlick was a pillar in the sports medicine program here at Parkview and O&E, and we lost him in late of 2019. Earlier in 2019, at this award banquet, he talked about Dr. Albright and Dr. Albright's passion for helping kids and helping the sports medicine program here in our region.
I went to Snyder High School and grew up over by Georgetown Square. And when I was in 5th grade, this was 1980, my dad, who wasn't much of a do-it-yourselfer, was up in our attic above the garage trying to fix something. And just as Dr. Albright was walking by our driveway, my dad fell through the floor of the attic and broke his ankle. And Dr. Albright never knew my dad, never met us. And instead of just saying go to the ER, he picked my dad up, put him in his car, took him to the ER himself, and kind of rushed him through the system. And after that, he and my dad were best buddies, and in fact, to this day, his family and my family, 35, 37 years later, still celebrate all holidays together and vacation together. So, in addition, that's the reason I became an orthopedic surgeon. He was kind of my mentor as I was growing up, and he was in Orthopedics Northeast, and I kind of followed in his footsteps.
Have you thanked your dad for falling out of that attic?
Absolutely.
And also, Dr. Albright, big part. Interesting that you went into sports medicine because he played a big part in starting the sports medicine program that was Sport One, at O&E.
Correct. He was one of the pioneers of bringing the practice of sports medicine to not only Northern Indiana but to Indiana as a whole. He was one of the first ones in Indiana to bring athletic trainers in to care for the kids. So he was one of the early pioneers of sports medicine, and I wanted to kind of emulate that in my practice.
And it was important to you guys to make sure that you carried on his name through this program that you guys started in the early 2000s, 2003, 2004 school year. Talk a little bit about for you guys that are the next generation of O&E surgeons, why it was important to start this program and to name it after him?
Sure. He unfortunately was diagnosed with malignant melanoma in 1992 and died at the age of 45 in 1993. He left behind 4 children. The oldest was, I think, 14 at the time, and they were all in sports: hockey, swimming, baseball. So he was a really proponent of youth sports, and kind of got us all interested in it. And after he died, 2 years later, we started the Albright golf outing, and then 8 or 9 years later, we started this in his memory to kind of keep his legacy going for his love of youth sports.
Well, thank you so much for coming up and putting what we're talking about tonight in context and understanding kind of the meaning behind the program for the guys that started it. It sounds like Dr. Albright was just an amazing guy.
He was a great guy. Congratulations, everybody.
All right. Thank you. For the many years of passion and dedication that both men poured into the athletes in our region, we thought it was obvious at Parkview Sports Medicine that the naming of this scholarship program moving forward would be the Albright Gemlick Excellence Scholarship Awards Program, and we thank them for the legacy that they have left with this program. Now to tonight's nominees.
I'd like to nominate Allison Saul Frank from New Haven High School. Allison played volleyball all 4 years and was on varsity for 3 years. She was a captain her senior year and was an academic all-state recipient. She played varsity softball for 4 years, earning NE8 conference honorable mention her freshman and sophomore years. She has been a member of SAD each year at New Haven. Allison was on student council for 3 years and a member of National Honor Society and Athletic Council her junior and senior year. Allison plans to attend Purdue Fort Wayne and study mechanical engineering.
Brennan Donovan is our next nominee from Woodland High School. Brennan has received a total of 8 varsity letters in soccer, basketball, football, and track, and has a 3.9 GPA. He was named Academic All-Conference in football, Academic All-State Honorable Mention in basketball, and was a 2-time All-Conference soccer player. Brennan has an excellent work ethic and is a proven leader. He will be continuing his education and soccer career next year at Manchester University, where he will major in business management.
The next nominee is Cam Gropes from Leo High School. Cam participated in basketball all 4 years. He plans to attend the University of Wisconsin, majoring in kinesiology. Outside of athletics, Cam is involved in the National Honor Society. This has allowed him to volunteer with the Red Cross, tutoring, and basketball camps. Cam not only has a passion for basketball, but also academics. This has showed with him earning a 4.12 on a 4.0 GPA scale.
I'd like to nominate Kaylee Bauer, New Haven High School. Kaylee played soccer for 4 years, lettering all 4. She was also a cheerleader her junior and senior year. She received the Most Improved Player Award in soccer and the Perseverance Award in cheerleading. She was also on the bowling team for 2 years. Kaylee plans on attending Purdue Fort Wayne, majoring in secondary education.
I'd like to nominate Chastity Craig. She is a senior at Concordia Lutheran High School. In the fall, she plans to attend IUPUI and study forensic science. She has been a part of the basketball and volleyball program here at Concordia. For volleyball, she played all 4 years and was picked as a captain her senior year. During her 4 years as a varsity basketball player, she helped her team win a sectional championship. Altogether, she has earned 7 varsity letters at Concordia. She also has played club volleyball with Summit and AAU basketball with Sport One for 5 years. She is also a peer minister, a member of the National Honor Society, and the Social Justice Club.
Ella Smith is our next nominee from Woodland High School. She has received 4 varsity letters in volleyball, 3 in basketball, and has been involved in many activities within the school, all while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. She was also a team captain in both sports this past year. Ella is a tremendous leader who always puts the needs of the team ahead of herself. She will be majoring in special education, intense intervention at Ball State next year.
Our next nominee is Gage Pritchard from Heritage High School. Gage graduated with a 3.8 GPA while being a full-time athlete and holding a part-time job. Gage has participated in football, wrestling, and track. He has excelled as a running back and received numerous awards for it. He also received the Mental Attitude Award during his year of wrestling. This was one of the reasons Gage was nominated. He has provided a great example to fellow teammates and underclassmen on how to stay positive and continue working hard even when life doesn't go your way. Gage plans to continue his football career at Cheyenne University next year while pursuing a degree in civil engineering.
I would like to nominate Isaiah Rusher. He is a senior at Concordia Lutheran High School. In the fall, he plans to attend Purdue University and study aeronautical aerospace engineering. During his 4 years at Concordia, he was a member of the crew team where he earned 4 varsity letters and was invited to the Olympics development program 3 years in a row. He was a member of the football team where he earned 3 varsity letters and was named the Scholar Athlete of the Week. He was also a member of the JROTC Adventure Team where he earned 4 varsity letters and also played lacrosse this past year. He coaches 5th grade basketball, has his private pilot's license, is a member of Pro-Life Club, Kidwise Children's Ministry, and the Holy Cross Youth Group.
Our next nominee is Izzy Davis from Heritage High School. Izzy is graduating with a 3.5 GPA. Izzy played soccer all 4 years and 2 years of softball. During her time as a Patriot soccer player, Izzy was a team captain for 2 years where she strived to assist her teammates and make them all better players and individuals. Over the past year that I have gotten to know Izzy, she has proven to be a reliable person and friend to others. She has always been there to support and uplift others as well. She has dedicated numerous hours to helping me out while still being a club soccer student athlete. Izzy plans to attend Marian University in Wisconsin in the fall to continue her soccer career and pursue a degree in nursing.
I'd like to nominate James Rhodes, New Haven High School. James has earned a total of 8 letters in 4 different sports at New Haven. James has been a member of the track and field team for 4 years, basketball 4 years, football 3 years, and cross country for a season. He was a member of SAD for 2 years and National Honor Society for 2 years. James plans to attend Cheyenne University in the fall and study mechanical engineering.
The next nominee is Lilly Kistner from Leo High School. Lilly runs cross country and track. She plans on attending the University of St. Francis, majoring in exercise science. Outside of sports, Lilly keeps herself very busy. She is a member of the National Honor Society, president of the Student Council, and vice president of Student Sharing Hearts. Lilly has a passion for helping others, which has led her to teaching Sunday school at her church and working at a local nursing home as a certified nursing assistant.
Lydia Dyer is our next nominee from Woodland High School. Lydia has received a total of 10 varsity letters in volleyball, cross country, basketball, and track. Her cross country team made it to semi-state this past season. She has also participated in 4-H for the past 5 years, all while maintaining a 3.95 GPA. Lydia is an extremely hard worker who can always be counted on for a smile and an uplifting comment to everyone around her. She will be participating in cross country and track next year at Anderson University, where she will be majoring in nursing.
The next nominee is Lydia Staten from Blackhawk Christian School. Lydia has played both soccer and basketball throughout her 4 years at Blackhawk. Her heart and determination in athletics has always marked a quiet leadership. However, over the last 4 years, I have seen her develop vocal leadership skills to complement her work ethic. A couple of years ago, I had the privilege of going on a missions trip to the DR with the girls' basketball team. On that trip, I was able to see Lydia's heart for kids and the pure joy she has in communicating and building relationships with them. Pre-COVID and having her license, Lydia spent many hours in the training room between getting out of school and the beginning of practices and games. I do and will continue to miss those days. It is truly an honor to know her, and I can't wait to watch her compete in Rugby at Grace and see how God uses her in her future work with kids.
I'd like to nominate Rebecca Moravik from Northrop High School. Rebecca is a 4-year soccer player, 4-year gymnastics team member, and 3-year tennis team member for the Lady Bruins. During her career at Northrop, Rebecca was awarded to First Team All-SAC for soccer and a 3-time First Team All-SAC member for gymnastics. Rebecca was nominated because of her hard work and dedication on the field, in the classroom, and in her community. Rebecca is a natural leader and one of the most compassionate young adults I've ever had the pleasure of working with. Rebecca will attend North Park University in the fall and major in exercise science. I know she is going to do big things in the future.
I would like to nominate Rae Kashinsky from Concordia Lutheran High School. In the fall, she plans to attend Concordia University, Nebraska, and study special education. She has run cross country all 4 years. During those years, she became a 4-year varsity letter recipient, 3-year state qualifier, 1-year All-SAC, 1-year honorable mention SAC, 2-year SAC conference team champion, and 1-year mental attitude award winner. She has also participated in basketball, where she also lettered all 4 years, was team captain her junior and senior year, and helped her team win a sectional championship. Rae was also named Academic All-State and was a 2-year mental attitude award winner for basketball as well. Outside of athletics, she plays the cello in our school's orchestra, is a member of the pro-life group, a peer minister, treasurer of the Spanish Club, and president of the National Honor Society.
I'd like to nominate Tayanna White from Northrop High School. Tayanna is a 4-year member of both the volleyball and girls basketball teams at Northrop High School. Tayanna is one of the hardest workers I have ever met. She never settles for anything less than her best, and that shows both on the court and in the classroom. Tayanna has been awarded Academic All-State for volleyball and is a 2-time first-team All-SAC basketball member. She was also awarded the IBCA Underclassmen All-State Honorable Mention. Tayanna plans to attend the University of St. Francis in the fall and study pre-med. Tayanna is determined and competitive, but also kind, uplifting, and devoted to those around her. She will also do great things in the future.
A great first group of nominees to kick us off for the week, and we have our first winner here. Rebecca Moravec is joining us. Here is your plaque,
Thank
Rebecca. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so talk to me. You're a Northrop grad as of now,
Yes.
and just 4-sport athlete. You've been busy from an athletic standpoint over the last 4 years.
A little bit, yeah.
What did you learn in athletics?
Athletics has taught me a lot of things like time management, doing so much stuff. You got to keep your schedule organized. It's taught me a lot of hard work and not giving up on myself and not giving up on my team just when things get hard. A lot of responsibility as well.
And I feel like perseverance probably is another one, because I was told a story about you having an injury when you were a sophomore, and because of the injury, you taught yourself how to play tennis with your left hand,
Yes.
and then played tennis. Talk a little bit about what that took.
Well, it was kind of like a last-minute decision. I had surgery, and it was kind of late in the winter sports season, and I was stressed. I was like, spring sports are coming up. Like, what am I going to play? So I was like, well, I just walked into my sister's room one day. I was like, do you think they'd let me play tennis left-handed? And she's like, no way, like, you can't do that. I'm like, all right, I'm doing it. So I just kind of made it like a personal goal, and I was like, I'm going to get this. And I did. It worked.
Nice. That's awesome. What are the plans for the future?
Next year I'm going to North Park University. I want to be a sports physical therapist, and I'm going to play soccer there too.
I know a place you can get a job when you
do?
get done with your physical therapy.
Oh, really?
We can talk after.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Just a fantastic career.
Thanks.
Our next winner tonight is somebody who has collected quite a few accolades along the way in their high school career, 12 different letters, bunch of activities, and I think he might be the only winner that we've ever had who has their private pilot and open water scuba licenses. Our second winner tonight is Isaiah Rusher from Concordia. Congratulations, Isaiah. All right, so let's talk a little bit about your high school career. I mentioned in the open there, talk to me about private pilot, open water scuba. You also do some guitar stuff.
Yeah. So the scuba thing, that came from my dad. He's a dive master. So ever since I was a little kid, it was going in pools, trying out his scuba equipment, and that just got me hooked. And then ever since then, it's been things other than, walking basically, that have gotten my interest. So flying and scuba and all that, it's my passion. And flying is actually what I want to do going into college and coming out. So I'm going to do ROTC, Air Force ROTC in college, and then hopefully, if all goes well, get selected as a pilot for the Air Force, and then maybe fly F-22s.
Man, you got it all planned out.
Yeah.
Bing, bing, bing. Well, let's talk a little bit about your athletic career. I mentioned your letters. Rowing was something that you really excelled at. You were involved with the Olympic development team. Maybe talk to us a little bit about that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so funny enough, my rowing career only started because I didn't actually want to do any sports my freshman year. So I needed something to do, because football was getting a little annoying for me end of my middle school years. But my mom talked me into doing it, and then lo and behold, I ended up being really good at it. It's just power for a short amount of time. It's a lot of power and holding stamina just a little bit, so that's kind of my thing. And then sophomore year, one of my winter races, I got a really good time, and my coach sent it in to the program, the Olympic Development Program. And then the coach got back with me and invited me to go to the camp over the summer of 2019. So that involved 3 weeks at Chattanooga, Tennessee of training, twice a day, waking up at 6, get into the water at 7, come back, eat, sleep, go back for practice again. And at the end of that 3-week schedule, it was 1 week in Sarasota, Florida, where we competed, and then my boat ended up finishing first in one of my races.
Man,
so that was really cool.
That is awesome. Well, you accomplished a lot. I'm very anxious to see how many different things you get done in the next 4 years, because these 4 years have been a lot of fun to sit and watch. So just congratulations to you, and we look forward to seeing what you do in the future.
Thanks.
And congratulations once again to Rebecca and Isaiah, our winners tonight. Please check back into the Parkview Sports Medicine Facebook page again tomorrow. We will be celebrating a new group of nominees and giving away 2 more scholarships. Going to be a lot of fun all week long here on the Parkview Sports Medicine Facebook page for the Albright Gemlick Excellence Scholarship Awards Program.